Hello everyone, Warringel here, and welcome back to the Cabal Let's Play. Now in the last episode, our unholy threesome have been making their way towards the coast, where they're going to continue their road trip across the seas over at Ultron. But before we go over here, we're going to make a quick stop and deal with the Shadow King himself, Alef, as well as finishing off the people of Havoc Grief. Just needed to check what exactly the name of the faction was called. I just love this flag. I must say, if I had collected Dark Elves again, which I do plan to go back and do the tabletop at some point in the future, although I'm going to have to wrap my head around Age of Sigmar. That's going to be a mindful, I tell you. But anyway, we're going to eliminate these guys, make our way over towards Nargothrond, and then sail over. While we've been doing that, we also fought a battle against the Skaven down here at the Twisted Glade, where thanks to Drake and Materium for telling me about the Skaven's ability in some battles to use warp bombs, which we saw wiped out, nearly completely wiped out I should say, a unit of the Daemon Spew, our Forsaken Regiment of Renown, as well as one of my other units. So now, we're kind of missing a slot here that needs to be filled. So Vorpahl, let's start moving you up to the north to join up with the rest of them, to head over to here. Although, I think we're actually going to take a quick stop along the way. So let me get you to your 25%. There we go. And by the way, if you're interested in checking out more about Vorpahl Agrafax's backstory, as written by Drake and Materium, the viewer that submitted the character, check out the previous video down in the comments. But Vorpahl, let's put you into encampment. Now, what am I going to do here? I think I want to keep one of the dogs. I wouldn't mind keeping the 3 units here. But we've got a slot available and I want to get rid of these zombies. To be honest, I think I'd rather go for something a bit more heavy hitting than a bunch of leper zombies. So we'll do that, and let's have a look. I believe we should be able to actually start recruiting knights, can't we? Let's have a look. Or we can go for chariots. Ooh. Tempting. I mean, does he have... Yeah, he already has a chariot. I'll tell you what. Let's check out the Chariots of Nergal for 1 unit. We've got quite a few warriors in the pack, but we haven't got that many chosen, do we? But I wouldn't mind checking out the new Blight Kings, because we've got them now armed with scythes, if we so chose to. You know what? Let's just go for Chosen of Nergal. There we go. Perfect. So that will be done in 1 turn. Now, Hagoth. Now, as pointed out by Pakala, the viewer that submitted this guy, we recruited a bunch of, well, Marauders of Khorne, but I would like to get a few more Chaos Warriors under his belt. So what we could do, let's go, we've already got 2 of these. Let's grab 2 units of them. Huh, I just noticed. Let me check that. They got the Impetuous skill. Interesting. So this one here has it that they do have a habit sometimes of basically charging off to attack enemies. And as you can see here, they will actually do more damage as a result. Interesting and very fitting for Khorne. Fair dues to the mod creator. But we got those. Now we could go for another unit, but I really want to check out these Blood Weavers, just to see what these are all about. So if I pin their thing up, to have a look. This is a variation of one of the Norscan units, I can tell that. But they do actually have a missile capability. Damage dealer, again impetuous. Right. I just want to check out to see what they look like, basically. I might disband them and get some other units in the meantime, but I just want to see what they look like. But anyway, you can do that. And then, Van Horstmann. Let's send you off to take on Corvish-ish Life Quencher, who decided to try and set up an ambush, failed miserably, and it looks like I can just do this. Nice and easy. How much favour did we get from this fight? Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Okay, let's take that. We now got the Vorpahl Amulet, 22% weapon damage resistance. Handy. Killed you, did that. Let's go after Blacklight Tower now, their last stronghold. Raise it. There we go, 1 faction destroyed already. Hopefully, my vassal here, the Forgebound, can actually make an effort to start claiming the territory here. I mean, it looks like the Skaven are getting involved, as well as the forces of Haganef. So we'll have to wait and see. And of course the Cult of Pleasure has turned up down here to the south. But we don't care anymore. Our target is across the seas. So, let's leave that for the minute, just go through the points. Hessex, our new character. Who did he join up with? I think he joined up with Nergal, didn't he? Yeah, sounds familiar. Anyway, let's have a quick look. Let's give you Kindle Flame and Invasion. So we can start working in on giving him Piercing Bolts of Burning and Flamestorm eventually. Okay, Horbe's Blood Eater, our Sorcerer of Shadow. Let's give you... Enemy Hand of the Shadow Crown Hero.
Never again.
As well as leading bands of Naga's most deadly killers, the Hand of the Shadow Crown excels at lone missions, be they sabotage or assassinations. Is this... Huh. I wonder if this is from Mixu's Lord Pack, because he has got a mod that incorporates sort of standard heroes and lords for other factions, so you can have, for example, Demon Slayers, I believe, for the dwarves and so on. But I didn't realise he might have incorporated this as well, unless this was part of the Shadow King DLC, but I haven't had much experience with Nargriff. I always played as Teclis. He's one of my favourites out of the 3 lords. Or 4 lords, I should forget, because we have got, obviously, oh god, what's her name? The Everqueen. You know who I'm talking about. Anyway, you don't know why if I mention her name down below. I'll remember it eventually. But anyway, I need a... Where's my character? Horbe's Blood Eater. Go after him. 54% chance. Success. Excellent. And he leveled up too. Picked up another student for him. Okay. Right, it's got those points in specialty and wounding. Let's go Block Army and Steel Technology for the moment. We'll work on his campaign skills for this character. Right, for you... Let's go Penance, Exalted Heroes. Let's go Inscribed Chaos Armor. Chaos Armor, inscribed with powerful liturgies of hate, will glow hot and vengeful when struck. There we go, that sounds like a decent bit of research to go for. Right, Egrimm, what am I going to give you now? Let's finish off a point there, I guess. We have done all his magic, yeah. Let's go Rally now. In fact, cancel that. Oh, we do need one more point. Okay, let's go that and then a Rally. And then we can start working on some of those then. Okay, more points to spend. Occult. You have now done all of your stuff. Let's go Aura of Chaos. And... doesn't really matter, we'll just go for a wound. Okay. Enter. Right. This gives me an opportunity as well now to ask you guys, have you checked out any of the new stuff coming in from the new DLC? Because earlier today, they had a video come up on the Total War channel. Oh no, sorry, yesterday. For you guys yesterday, for me today, they had a video coming up about the War Wagons. I do like those new units. It's been so long. I actually remember coming into Warhammer when the Empire was able to have them. I remember it was like I had an old Citadel Collections book catalogue and it had the War Wagon and all the separate pieces. It was quite a cool book. I remember loving it. I had the old Necromunda models and everything. But I'm looking forward to giving them a try. And as we're going to be finishing off the New Mass campaign next episode, I am going to be tempted to see about maybe doing one of them, but I'm going to put it to a vote over the weekend. And we'll see which one goes. Although if I'm going to do it, it means I'm going to have to play unmodded. That might be interesting. I'll give it some thought. Might be we do it at a later date, because, I mean, at the moment, there's loads of people actually going ahead and doing, you know, Marcus and Nakai the Wanderer and Gorek. It's so many different ones, you know, so many people already doing it. There's nothing is really a place for me. But it's something for us to consider anyway. Okay, Vortex, let's start moving you. It's going to take a few turns. Let's have you go by sea. You can go off and do that. Hagoff, let's continue marching you up. I do want him to be at a full army by the time we make our way over. So again, let's take you a little bit slower in pace, I think. We'll take one more turn of recruitment. In fact, what can we get you as buildings? Oh, we can't go for that one yet. Oh no, we can go for this one. So this will give me Blood Raiders of Scaramore, Skull Reapers, Beastigores of Khorne, and Chosen. Sure, that sounds like a good plan to me. Okay, we need 4 for that, but we can actually get that in the following turn. Oh, that's so you know what? Let's just cancel that. Let's grab that now. And let's have a look. What other units can we try and grab? Let's go for another unit of Warriors of Khorne. Just so we can have a nice solid forefront, you know? Okay, Horbas. You've already taken out 1 commander. Let's see if we can take out... Low chance. 6... Oh no, it's because he's exhausted, isn't he? I keep forgetting about that particular trait here. Yeah. Always forget about that. Now, is Alefanar actually going to try and take on Egrimm in battle? Because we haven't had a battle for a little while. Well, actually, no, we had the battle last time, didn't we? What am I talking about? Ugh. But while we're actually waiting, the other thing I can actually bring up is what's going to happen with the future of this series. Now, I have had a look, and from what I can tell at the moment, Chaos Unleashed, or Ultimate Chaos, sorry, the mod that actually incorporates a lot into giving Chaos extra units. It gives unique lords and heroes for the different gods, as well as things like being able to give the characters that have the Mark of Chaos Undivided, your standard heroes, the ability to actually take on a mark and stuff like that. It's quite a cool mod from what I've read. But it doesn't work, it seems, alongside Mixu's Lord packs. Which is a shame, because, I wouldn't be able to do this campaign without it. So what I may have to do is wait for the 2 mods I am using for this, Overwhelming Chaos and Chaos Rising, to be updated for the new patch. And then what I'll probably do is play through the campaign basically doing what I just done, in order to get back to wherever I leave things off. I will do one more episode of this campaign as it is, so I'll do it over the weekend ready for Wednesday, and then what I'll do then is we'll just have to wait and see until the mod is done, and then hopefully we may be able to continue it, maybe not, or we might be lucky and might be able to continue it regardless. I'll find out once the DLC has been released and the game has been updated, so plenty of time to wait. Now, let's send you over to Black Creek Spire first of all. And look at our chances, really? Oh Christ. Kill him off. Game tells me it's a close victory, but I don't agree. Oh wow. The reign of Einar is at an end. The Shadow King has stepped into the light for the final time. Until he spawns anyway. So now we can actually have cheaper hero actions. That's quite handy actually. And a Banner of Rage. We already got a number of those. Let's send Vorpal now to come and attack Slaver's Points. Okay, let's give you Scarecrow Banner to... I don't know, give it to you. Burn it down. 26 losses. Christ. And we now eliminated Nargothrond. Now, because of the mods I use, what happens when a Lord gets defeated is that he will be able to join the other ones, but I don't know if it actually works for the AI, or is it just for the player? Because we may see Alefanar again under command of one of the other factions. We'll just have to sort of keep an eye out and wait and see. Right. Let's continue on your way. I'll tell you what, we will... Like I said, I do want to make sure you have a full stack army, and it would be nice to upgrade that particular cult. Let's do that. Because getting our hands on some Chosen, as well as checking out some of those other units, could be worth it. So we'll stick you in there for the minute. Let you upgrade to this. Up. Come on. And then, we'll send these 2 up there, and maybe send him up along as well to attack Coward Car this time. Have the 2 armies reinforce. And then the Broken Lands will indeed be broken. Okay, Horbas, now that you've actually healed up... Okay, we can't go after that counter. Let's have a look. 50-50 chance. What about this one? 54. Success! Okay, another level up. This time we'll go for another point in wound and blocked army. Might come in handy, you never know. Okay, Vortex graphics. We have now officially done all your magic, haven't we? Yes, we have. Okay. Let's give you another point in Blessed by Chaos. Light and Lightning Strike. I'm sure that will come in handy at some point. Okay, Haggaroth, let's give you... Still waiting another 2 levels to give him Barded Chaos Steed for the moment. Let's give you Dominating Presence and another point in Deadly Blade. Nice and easy. So yeah, we'll wait and see after the DLC what exactly happens with this campaign. Fingers crossed, we'll just continue as usual, but otherwise we'll just wait for everything to be updated, and I'll continue creating the same characters as well. And I'll try and stick as close as I can to doing their skills and that. But we'll bring them over to wherever we leave things off, ready to go, you know? But we do have the opportunity as well, we need to have, eventually, once they've burned down one of the settlements over in Ulthuan, as I said about in the last episode, we will have a follower of Slaanesh join us, and then that unholy foursome will be finished. Now, with a representative of each of the gods sorted out. I look forward to seeing how that go, because I know one of the viewers, I think it was you, Daniel, mentioned about it. You were going to submit one. But we'll sort it out when it actually gets to the opportunity to submit a character. So, still got a bit of a way to go as yet, as we've got to sail over to Ulthuan and go and deal with them. More the Sorceress of Beasts. Didn't realize they can have that. Ooh, that was a really, really bad mistake for them. Now, admittedly, they don't know that we were going to attack them. So, the fact that she would have an opportunity here to colonize Black Creek Spire was probably, well, a good idea by her standards, but she forgot about the rest of these guys turning up. So, let's... Unfortunately... Hang on, let's just do it this way. Yep, we'll declare war. We will bring in the Hmong tribe. So we're going to be able to do this quite easily. I'm going to encircle with him, so we can bring then Haggaroth over to join in with the fights. Might as well give him a bit of extra experience, as we're trying to make him into a combat warrior. So do this, wipe him out, 40 losses, nice and easy. To be honest, I'd just go for this time. Alright, and then this time then, you can start making your way over towards their Haggaroth. Right, you have done your job over here nicely. You can come over this way as well. And then, Blood Eater, let's start sailing you over. There you go, get into your boats. And let's find ourselves a decent spot to land. So we can actually land in Nagaryth as well. Quite fitting considering we've killed the Shadow King himself. Okay, Egrimm. I'll tell you what, actually. Oh no, we wanted to go for this one, didn't we? Let's go for Legions of Doom. And... Guided by Zeech. Sounds like a suitable name, eh? A-Code. At this point now, we are literally just giving you a point here. And for fun, I might as well just give you points in your horses. Although we'll make sure he obviously is riding the Manticore that he's supposed to be riding. So, can only be changed once per turn. Well, as long as we're not going to go into any combats, that's fine. No, we're not going to worry about casting any rights right now. You know, though, I have to be kind of honest. while I can appreciate the fact that with the Alephanar DLC that they made it so you have a high elf hero, and I do, from the little bit I have played as him, I quite like some of the sort of aspects they decided to go with. For example, that basically a bounty list of characters to go and assassinate and things like that. I thought was quite a nice little mechanic for his faction. But I don't know if I necessarily agree about them starting off in Dark Elf territory, because while he obviously has a hatred for Malekith and Dark Elves, the fact is he is the king of Nargothrond, and, you know, it made sense to me that he should have appeared on Ulthuan, commanding Nargothrond. Although something I think they do need to do for future DLC ideas, and I know they've talked about maybe doing something with High Elves and Greenskins. I know there's the rumours, but I think that would be a good choice, because at the moment, the High Elves don't have anything really as a threat. So when you do play as Tyrion, I often find his starting point boring, because all you're doing, basically, is fighting other High Elves. I mean, yes, you're going to confederate with some, and others you're going to have to fight. But with the exception of the Scourge of Cain up in the north, and the occasional, of course, the original Dark Elves you fight down here, and occasionally you might have to fight the Dreadfleet or something. But eventually, you just end up fighting lots and lots of High Elves, which really seems, you know, the wrong thing to be doing with his playthrough. Whereas having something like a Goblin, say, land because of Grom the Parch, for example, or something like that, just to have a different attack, maybe Beastman or something, just on there, I think would be quite a nice deterrent and a different challenge for some of the High Elves. But anyway, we need to continue with this. So, let me switch past. I'm going to have to check something with Baros here. Let me just send Hagoth over here first to lay siege to Cabal Khan. I don't know if he's able to do it. You know what? That's fine. We'll build a siege equipment. Let that happen. So let's bring. Tell you what, Agrafax, actually. Let's start moving you over towards Ulthuan. We'll start making him head over here, and we'll put him into force march as well, so he gets over here a little bit quicker. But it gives an opportunity for us to set up a landing base on the island itself. Egrimm, move over here. And I wanted to check, is Baros's wings changing colour as we lose movement points? Huh. Okay, but in fact, now we've got 12 points. We'll have a look. Because I was tempted to try and go for this. We can get Dragon Ogres, as well as potentially get a Shaggoth. But we need 14 points. Okay. Anything else we could try and get instead? So we already got the Arcane Vortex, so we can get our Lords. We're not going for the Pillar Skulls, because it's not needed. Blasphemous Icon, same reasoning. We're going to actually get it for Agaroth, so we can eventually get Exalted Heroes for the faction. We already got Dark Elves. Chaos Dwarves. Yeah, we'll just leave the points build up so we can go for those Dragon Ogres eventually. Right, end the turn once more. Okay, Hobas can continue on his way. So we consider that he's going to go and scout for a suitable sailing place for Graphax to make landfall. Okay. Do we want to go after Tiranoc? I mean, it could be certainly an opportunity for a war of the chariots, given that Vorpal Graphax has got our chariot units. You want a peace treaty, Malekith? We've talked about this. We will take that agreement, and you're not willing to take it, so... One thing I am going to be curious about, once we've actually sailed over to Ulthuan, are we going to have the Dark Elves try and chase us down? That could be quite funny. What do you want? You want a peace treaty? Again, same deal. I mean, I'll be honest, it does feel a little tempting just to make peace with them as we're leaving them behind, because then we don't have to worry about them chasing us. But at the end of the day, I think Egrimm's quite a proud man. He's got, you know, plans and machinations, I should say, one on top of the other. Maybe he's got plans for them. We shall see. Now, this... You need to become my vassal. Nope. Okay. Just remember that we gave you the option to save your people. And you chose not to. You just remember that. Okay. Vorpal, let's start making your way across. We might as well just land in Nagriff itself. Hang on. Oh no, Tyrannoc, I was about to say, Tyrannic's not part of Nagriff. It's obviously just very close by. Okay. Hagoff. Come and attack. Again, nice and easy. Burn it down. Decisive victory. Oh, that is so much money. That's so much money. I wanted to do this partly for the growth, but no, that's too much money to refuse. There you go. The spoiler. Well done, Hagoff. What a fitting name. This one will kill until everything that is yours becomes theirs. Even then, they will not stop until death intervenes. Now that's a good trait for him. And Coward Car has been wiped out. Okay. In fact, we can now do it. That jumped up surprisingly quick. Well, I suppose he's got 27 growth a turn. It's a massive amount. Okay, we'll take it. By all means. Okay, Hessex, let's have a look. Let's give you Magical Reserve and Earthwind first. Now, let's get one of each. Earthwind for the reduced miscast spell chance. Flamestorm, just because I think it's cool. You know, if you're a flame wizard, what's cooler than trying to summon a huge storm of fire? Okay, Hagoff for yourself. Let's give you Blessed by Chaos for some of your warriors. And we're going to give you Hearts of Iron. Let's give you, this time, increased armor could be useful, but Devastating Charge seems much more fitting. There we go. Right. Again, a nice other quick and easy turn. What's that? Remnants of Battle. Remind me to stop by there when we get the opportunity. Okay, you, Hobas, make your way over here. Who owns this? Quace. Okay, fair dues, Quace. Because remember, guys, Quace starts all the way over here. Right? In fact, up there. Right? So it's just a bit surprising to see they've managed to claim, it seems, quite a fair bit of northern Ulthuan. Not that it's going to matter once we start burning their cities to the ground. What I think I might do, like I've said about before, is start separating our armies now into sort of two individual forces. We'll have, probably I would say, Hagoff and Agrafax start making their way up to along the north. With the plan eventually to go after, through one of the gates, probably go and stop by in order to pick up the Sword of Cain for Vorpal. Sorry, not for Vorpal. Hagoff. And then we'll start making our way towards Gale Vale, because I think, as a follower of Nergal, it makes quite sense. We're going to go somewhere with lots and lots of plants, and lots of beauty, and show it the love of Nergal. You know? Good old grandfather Nergal. In the meantime then, we can send Egrimm with his horde, heading down then towards the capital of the High Elves, Lothan. Not only that, but given that we need to take that particular location, if we want to get our hands on a new Horde Lord, which is going to be the Lord of Change as well, and I think that will make a good fit-in sort of opportunity for him. Oh, the Mung. Where are you guys going after? Are you going after Ironfrost? I hope you do. Alright, another Magister. We're picking so many of these. The Winds of Pain. Remind me what that does, game. Every faction starts with plus 20 magic. Okay, that works. Alright, let's get you onto land now, Vorpal. I wonder how long it's been since a proper Chaos Horde has landed on the hallowed Isle of Ulthuan. But there we go. He's now trespassing. Okay, Hagoff, we were going to actually give you an opportunity to get a few more extra units. So let's do that. fact, how many points do I need to try now to get to build this? 6. Actually get it done by next turn as well. Okay. Well, we can go for that. Nah, we'll save it. Let's just make sure to get a few more units for him. We want to leave room for an exalted hero as well. So, let's go 6. What can we... Beastigors of Khorne. I want to try those out. So these are basically beasts men, right? But we'll definitely get a unit of those Skull Reapers. Oh, there's just so many units. The Skull Reapers will kill and kill and kill until all their foes are slain or they themselves are no more. Oh, there's just so many different units I want to try out. I mean, these guys have got even higher leadership than a Chosen have. Chosen of Khorne, Beastigors, and don't forget we picked up some other ones, didn't we? We got these guys. Blood Raiders, Scaramore. Oh, damn it, there's just so many. I tell you what, we will get 3 of them. We need something a bit hard-hitting to go along with the Swords of Chaos. So let's get one of these Blood Raiders, just for the moment. So we have at least 2 cavalry units. We'll get... We haven't got anyone with great weapons, so we'll grab a unit of you guys. And I really want to try out the Beastigors and see what anything's different been done with them. But let's go... Let's grab 2 units of you, actually. There we go. You can rest up here. Egrimm now is going to start making his way over. In fact, let's go force march in. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to threaten Haggoroth where he is at the moment. So you can make your way over to land on Horde Upgrades as well. Horde Upgrades, nah, like I said, we're saving the points for that. Unassigned points. Right. Let's give you the last 2 here. Oh no, actually. Wouldn't mind trying to get that. So we need 1 point in Gathered of Might, and then that. Perfect. Feared and Renowned. I think there's a good choice for Egrimm at this point. I mean, we are talking about the guy who's, let's be honest, he's the overall commander, right? Even if other people have helped him along the way, Egrimm here was the guy that burnt down Nagaroth. You know, he's one of the ones, I believe he actually, did he fight Malekith once already? I'm trying to remember. Exterminator, Immortal, yeah, he's already defeated Malekith once. So him and Vorpal have both managed to achieve something that has rarely happened in the entire lifespan of Malekith. He's been around for, I think, if I remember correctly, at least a good couple of 1,000 years. And yet he's managed to be defeated in battle. And I believe it was with Egrimm, he actually defeated him personally. Oh no, we just auto-resolved it, didn't I? Because his army was so weak, I didn't realise at the time. Right, you know what? Let's try and fit another turn or 2 in. Let's make sure we have at least a good ending point by having all the hordes on Ulthuan before we bring this episode to an end. Which shouldn't be too long. All we got to do is another 2 turns, I think, for Egrimm to make his way over. We'll have Haggoroth land over here first, and then we can start upgrading to get his hands on the Exalted Champion. To be honest, it's not going to be much, it just requires me to build it and then we can recruit it. So we'll start making his way... You know what, might as well just do it now. So we come onto here. And we'll get him going. You need it, best if he joins the others. So you can make your way over here as well. Okay, head that way I guess. Right, so you make your way over to there. You make your way over to there. Do we want to start the war with Quace? Well, at the end of the day, I think Vorpal's been sitting around here, he's kind of bored. He sees all this greenery around him and he's going to want to eventually make his way over. But like I said, what we're going to do, I think, is move him up towards here. Allow Haggoroth to go after the Shrine of Cain, because it looks like the sword is here. And I'm interested in checking it out, not just because I've never used it. But apparently hordes don't have to deal with some of the disadvantages having the Sword of Cain gives you. So that could be something for us to try out. Let's What happens if we declare war on you? They haven't got any allies. Okay, let's not bother calling in the Monk once more. Oh, okay. I was expecting to be a little tougher. Right. Let's burn it. Oh, wow! I didn't realise we already defeated Chris. What must have happened over there, though? Because they've actually lost their unit. Oh, and Corhill was here. Wow. That's actually a pretty good one. So, Corhill was basically the captain of the White Lions, the personal bodyguards of the Phoenix King. And who's going to save him now? Alistair? But yeah, so Corhill was that. And I didn't realise he was actually leading the army inside. I wasn't paying attention, obviously, when it came up. So now we got 5% speed for the whole army. I like the fact that we got a diplomatic penalty with Lothar, because that's the faction basically in charge of the seat of the Phoenix King. So it makes complete sense that they're not going to like us anymore. But the fact that we can cause fear now when fighting against High Elves is a good, nice little trait for Vortex to get. He's also got -3 public order to the enemies and -2 leadership. That's going to help out in battle as well. And we got Scepter of Stability for magic resistance. Income from post-battle by 6% if I chose to give it to someone.
Are you a god?
Okay. Because Engrim's going to go off by himself, I'm going to send Horbas with him. So he'll be able to keep an eye on stuff as we make our way down. I think Vorpal and Hagoroth should be okay by themselves. Oh, we have left the remnants of battle behind. It's fine, who cares? Right. What else can we give you now? Gathering of Might? Maybe. Dark Apothecary? That, to me, sounds something more fitting for someone who's a follower of Nergal. As you can see, the Dark Apothecaries mix their fell urgence in showing those that can continue to serve. Getting for that, just to help a little bit with the attrition will help. Although we might as well just continue boosting up our fighting, because let me have a look. Anything that will help Warhounds, Trolls. I don't know what the Giant Beasts of Nergal count as, maybe a Giants. But let's say anything with Dogs, Chaos Spawn, or Trolls. Let's have a look. Nope. Chaos Trolls, Chaos Giants, Hell Cannons, Warders, Chaos Warhounds, Chaos Feral Manticores, and Forsaken. Let's give you a point in this one and this one. There we go. Right, end the turn once more. It's a shame, though, that, as well, thinking about it, because for those that I know a little bit more about Ulthuan and the High Elves when it comes to the lore, and so each of the different kingdoms, I guess you can say, provinces, however you want to consider them, like Turanok and Illyrian and Nagorith and so on, each of them are well known for having particular types of units. So, for example, Turanok was well known for its chariots. And in particular, you have a couple of types. You had their Tyrannic Chariots, which was basically standard affairs with horses. You can get options, which I don't know if they actually belong to Grace or not, but they have lions carrying them. And then Lothar have got Sky Riders, which are basically, giant eagles, if I remember correctly, pulling them chariots along, which were pretty cool. But Nagilirian was well known for the standard quality of their horses, here at the Beaver's Mark, I should say. So these were well known for having basically light cavalry. Then you had Quace for the White Lions. You had the Phoenix Guard down here, and particularly the Shrine of Asurion. You had, of course, Safri when it came to magic users. It's a shame that they couldn't make the units for each faction a little bit more representative of what they were most well known for. Hang on, who owned this? Oh dear. You can say that again, Egrimm. Let's declare war on Tyrannic. We're not going to call the Monk involved. Let's do it. And bye-bye. We lost 4 in that fight. I suppose we might as well go for surplus. Jesus Christ, you got 21! I had no idea you got so much. Okay. Oh, we got another scroll of stone. And Vortex graphics has now got the ability to shoot fireballs. Right. Okay. Let's get you in position here. We're just going to move you towards here. Set you up in encampment. And let's have a look about spending some of the damn population surplus. Didn't realize we had so much. Unholy Furnace can give us access to a few interesting units. Or we can go to here. We can get Blood Grounds if we wanted to go and get hordes of units. Paladin and Trophies will allow us to get Knights, but we don't really have to worry about those at the moment. We already did the one for us to get Arcane Vortex. And I suppose we could go... I'll tell you what, let's do that. And then we can start working on then making sure we have access to some more Exalted Heroes, at least. I mean, it doesn't matter if we recruit it from him or Hagroth's force, does it? Do we want to get anything else? Nah, we have to wait a little while anyway. Okay, Hagroth, let's continue making your way over towards Vorpal's army. Nearly there. Right. Yeah. Because notice now, with Egrimm here, now Baldros's rings aren't glowing, because we've now come to the end of our movement. That's a cool little feature. Right, Acold, we'll give you a point here. And again, basically it's going to get to that annoying stage where we can't pick anything anywhere. So we're just going to have it constantly reminding me, oh, you've got a character you need to spend some points on. Right, Acold. Yeah, see? We're going to have this pop up all the time now. It's going to be so annoying. Alright, Hexus. Let's have a look. What we're going to give you. Let's give you Magical Reserves, Piercing Bolts of Burning. Right. End turn. Okay. I think that after this end turn phase, we'll bring today's episode to an end. Because it's going to be pretty clear by now that Hagroth is going to be able to land on the... Oh, really? Oh, you poor, poor fool. Anyway. It's pretty clear that Hagroth's going to be landing on Ulthuan in the next turn, so we might as well get our characters to start their journeys in their respective directions. So, like I said, for the next episode, we'll have Vorpal and Hagroth start making their way along the top of Ulthuan, with Hagroth going to be heading towards the Shrine of Cain in order to get his hands on the sword, and Vorpal's going to be breaking through probably one of the top gates. I think it's the Unicorn Gates that's up at the top here. I could be wrong. It's been so long since I've had to try and remember which gate is which. But we'll have him break through the one which is at the very top, and start heading down towards Gale Vale, the seat of the Everqueen. So all that lovely tree land burned down to the ground, you know? What the hell is that? Don't recognize the pink armor. That's a weird sight to see on a high elf, I must say. But while they're doing that then, Engrim's going to start making his way down. We might go after some of the Eagle Gates and that just for fun, but most likely we'll see about heading down towards Lothan. Obviously I don't think we'll quite reach those objectives for the next episode, but we'll see what happens afterwards with regards to the new DLC and that. What's going to happen with the game. But that's where I'm going to end today's episode. So thank you very much for watching, I hope you all enjoyed. I do hope you join me next time for more Warhammer. But until then everyone, take care, and goodbye for now.